Hello Year 9, I'm going to show you also how to draw the building which is on slide 8 of the PowerPoint presentation which I've just shown you. Okay, so I'm just going to do exactly the same as before. Okay, horizon line, vanishing point, and I'm going to show you how I can draw that one. Okay, so start with, again like I said, your horizon line. Okay, then I'm going to draw myself vanishing point over to the left. Alright, so with this drawing you can see probably from the drawing that the eye level of the building is you're looking halfway up the building. You're not looking above it, you're not looking below it. So what we're going to do, I'm going to draw over to the right hand side, this side, again a square. Okay, I'm going to make this square, I'm making it 40 by 40, you don't have to do that, but I'm just going to make it 40 by 40. But you'll see I've got 20 millimeters below the line and 20 millimeters above the line. Okay, and I'm going to finish that off making that into the square so you can see. So I'm going to do that 40 there. So you can see it's over to the left hand side of my drawing on the horizon line. Okay, again that's 40. So there's my square. The next thing I'm going to do is then draw a line from there to there, there to there. So on this drawing you can only see the left hand side of the building because the vanishing point is all the way over to the left. Again, don't forget, remember what I've said before in previous videos, keep your lines nice and light, okay, because you don't want the lines too thick, because you'll see after we finish this drawing there's lots and lots of lines, and if you've got lots of dark lines it gets really confusing to see what your actual building looks like. Okay, so again, and then obviously this is the front section of the building and this is the side section, but at the moment we've got to decide how far we're going to go back. I'm going to go back round about to there again, so I'm going to draw a line again parallel with that line there between that top and bottom line like so. So there is my shape. It looks a bit more like a rectangle, but that's okay. I could have brought that in a little bit closer. What I'm now going to do, I'm going to add a building on this side. So basically I'm going to add another square here. Okay, so basically another square like this just here. Okay, so to start with I've got to decide how far. So again I'm going to draw the square. I'm going to decide how far this is going to come up. So I'm going to decide, so this line I'm drawing now is where it connects with the building. So I'm going to draw a line, I'm going to bring it just about round about there, and I'm going to go just above me horizon line. Okay, alright. What I'm then going to do, I'm then going to draw basically a square just coming across like that. Okay, so I'm going to come roughly, let's go to there. Again, I'm not trying to give you sizes because that's entirely up to you, because obviously it's your building you're going to be drawing, and then I'm going to draw my square there. So I've got one square there, obviously with the size, and I've got this other square here which is coming out of the side at the moment. Okay, the next thing you're going to do exactly the same as we've done before. You're going to draw a line from that point to that vanishing point, that point to that vanishing point, like so. So just like you did before. Okay. Like so. Okay, and then we've got to decide how far this square is going to come back here. Okay, so I'm going to decide the length of this side. So I'm going to say roughly round about there. I'm just going to draw it in there. Again, you can decide. It's up to you. There's no way. There's no decision. There's no set way of doing it. Okay, so hopefully you can see that square there connected to this other square. So you've got the higher building and lower building here. Okay. What I want to do now is show this bit dropping down. Okay. So what I want to do is draw a line down here. So again, this bit drops down. So basically this bit's going to be taken out. So to do that, what I'm going to do first of all is I'm going to draw a very light guideline from there to there. Very lightly, as if you can see inside the building. Okay. Again, it's a guideline. It's just to give you an idea. Okay. So I'm going to draw a line from there to there. Okay. Alright. So you can see that. What we're going to do now, okay, is draw a line down here. So depending on how far we want this cutout to come down and how far back. So again, it's entirely up to you. So I'm going to have the cutout coming around about there, and I'm going to bring it down to around about there. So that's the bottom of my cutout. Okay. Next thing I'm going to do is draw a line back from the vanishing point, okay, and it touches the bottom of that line just there. Okay, but I'm going to start it there and then take it all the way back to there. Okay, so there's my cutout of the side of that building. So that bit we're going to we will be removing. Okay, and then I'm going to draw a vertical line. Sorry, not a vertical, a horizontal line across to the front of the building. Okay, so that's going to be my cutout. All right. What we've got to decide though is how far this comes across here. So what we're going to do, I'm going to draw a line from there back to the vanishing point again, nice and lightly, okay? All right, and this will help us decide where this comes across and then down. Does that make sense? Okay, so here, that's the corner, and what we're going to do, we're going to draw a line, again, a vertical line across until it intersects that line you've just drawn, yeah? So at that point there is where the building drops down, that level drops down there. So again there you're going to have a vertical line. Does that make sense so far? Okay, so what I'm going to do now, I'm going to outline my building in red because you're probably thinking, I can't see the drawing. Okay, so I'm going to outline it in red so you can see. So I'm going to start from the front, outline it. So there's my front square. Like so. Pen's running out, I think. Okay. And then I'm going to go down to the side and do the side. And don't forget, I'm only going to that point there. Just there. Okay, and then I'm going up because obviously that's where the building goes up. Again, in your own designs, you can decide what you want to do. It's up to you. And then down. Okay. And then what I'm going to do, I'm just going to do this line here. So again, there's that square there. And across like so. Alright, and then I'm going to just finish off this back. So you've got one there, one there, and there. And all I've got to do now, so can you see the shape now? Because obviously that's the side of the building, you won't be able to see inside there. And then we've just got to finish that bit off there. There. Across there. Okay, can you see that, guys? Okay, so you can see that building then drops down here, and it's sort of like a balcony area. You could have a potential to have what you want, and obviously this side extension in. It could be a garage, or it could just be an outbuilding of some sort. What I'm going to do, I'm going to add some windows and doors to this now. All right, and I'll do them in pencil first so you can see. So first of all, I'm going to add quite a large door just here. Okay, so again, this is going to be flat, so again, you do not have to go back to the vanishing point. Okay, it's just a large door. And if you want to put any more detail in there, so if you want to put the frame in, that's fine, you can if you wish later on. What I'm then going to do is also put a window up here. Okay, alright, so again, remember your top line, the top of the window is going to go into vanishing point, and the bottom line again to your vanishing point. Okay, and then you would have obviously your two vertical lines at the ends, either end of the window. Okay, let me just outline that in red so you can see that. Okay, and then just there. Okay. Alright, and then what I'm going to do is add a window in here. So again, I'm going to have two vertical lines. And my window, I think I'm going to have the same height as that. So I'm just going to take it from there So I'm just going to have a vanishing point there for the top of the window and for the bottom of the window, just there. So the window is going to be there and there. Okay, and now again, like I said, I'll outline that in red so you can see. And like I said, if you want, you can add some doors and windows here, some more detail. So, because I want to detail the drawing as much as possible to make it actually a bit more realistic and lifelike. All right. What I'm also now going to add is some ground, because at the moment it's just floating on your piece of paper and it doesn't look like it's going anywhere. So again, this side, I'm going to draw this back to my vanishing point like so. Okay, I'm then going to draw a horizontal line across there like that. And then what I'm going to do, I'm going to probably have to take that line a little bit further. Okay, probably to there. And then what I'm then going to do, so the thing is, what I'm going to have to do is take that off the page. So again, the vanishing point would be somewhere. So this line is going to go across here. It will start over here somewhere. So what I'm going to do is just line that with the vanishing point and just probably go roughly there and draw it like so. Okay. And that's fine, it doesn't matter if that goes off the page like that, that's okay. Let me just move the page across a little bit so you can see. Okay, so you can see, let me just move that up a little bit so you can see. Okay, like so. So again, you can see that line's going back to the vanishing point. That one does go back to the vanishing point, but obviously the corner of it is somewhere off the piece of paper, somewhere off here. Alright, but again, you're grounding it. And what I could do if I wanted to, I could here, if this is a garage for instance, or this was a garage or whatever, I could then add a path off that again. So I'm going to the vanishing point, and then I've again corner of here, and corner of here, and then gone off like that. So then what I can then do, if I do that in red again, you can see. So I'm only drawing the red bits, which are the sort of bits of the building. Okay, bits of the building. So, like so. Okay. Right, and then if I wanted to, which I'm going to, I'll move the drawing a little bit. Okay. I'm going to do the two sides, and the three sides actually. There like that. And if you wanted to, if you wanted a back piece here, you could do if you wanted to, but that's fine. Okay, you could have a back piece going like that, so you could have another vertical line or horizontal going across like so. And that would just show the back of the building so you can see that's on the line. Okay.